Yeah, where the blur is at? It's the anthem right here. Yeah, work it, shake it, yeah. I'm back with the squad again, about to go off again. Let me kick it off like Nezuko. Where's Hydro? Hell, I don't know, but all I know is I need every girl to hit the flow with them. Shake it till they back hurt and just sweat it out, just sweat it out, just sweat it out, just sweat it out. Hey. Yo, what is up, world? What is up, good people? What's cracking, family? Welcome to another episode of the Blurred Spot Podcast. I'm your host, June 88, Christopher, and our homie, Kid to the Phantom.
He's doing what phantoms do. And that's be phantom.
It's just so short. We that's what we doing.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get us up on Instagram too, because it for some reason messed up.
Man, look, technology is a mother.
And Twitter's still on that. You got to have a premium account. Shit, I thought it had resolved itself.
Yeah, but Twitter, y'all some
busters.
Mark is busters.
Cause who the fuck finna pay you, dusty ass Elon Musk? There we go. We up there. Ain't nobody finna pay your dusty, rusty ass. You got enough money.
I mean, like, I'm like, bro, like people. It's bad enough people out here paying for blue check marks. And you know who you are. We talking to y'all. Niggas out here paying for blue check marks.
I only pay for red, nigga.
Man, she was like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of paying for a blue check mark? Like, come on.
The illusion of feeling important, I guess. Like, I don't know.
I had a conversation with my buddy yesterday about that. He like, yo, for brand, for something like, bro, like, I don't see, if I'm a big brand, I'm not looking for someone who got like 1,000 followers just because you got a blue check mark. What reach do you have on my brand? Now, if you got 20.
Now, if you have 1,000 followers and your engagement is like 80%, it's different. If you got 1,000 followers and only 20% of your followers engage with you.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I just feel like, bro, I need to get on. Y'all need to step it up. Stop with the fake flexing, man. Stop with the fake flexing.
No flex zone.
Sure. I'm sick of it. But y'all, what's been going on with you? What's been cracking with you?
Man, I just been out in these streets working, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
See, my body know when I talk about work, I be tired.
Life been life and still. Life is still what life is. For those that know, who those in the loop know. But you know, I'll tell y'all whenever. I'll probably tell y'all next week what's been going on.
Pressure.
What's up?
No pressure.
Because the people gonna know next week after the show. Cause everybody gonna know it's jumped off by then. So
okay.
I might well tell the people that in our blurred circle.
And well, you have our full support.
Yeah, because people be like, yo, man, what's going on with you? Like the people that know, like, man, life been lifing, bro. Life is hard.
So your transition medicine finally came in?
Wow, nigga, really? Really? We cutting that shit out. We ending this show right now.
I'm sorry. That was such a serious moment. And I just
serious moment, nigga. Like you going, gosh, damn.
I'm so sorry.
Damn, that's where we going with this?
I'm so sorry.
Laughing at people, laughing through the pain. God.
You got to sometimes, man. You got to.
Yes. Man, we should be family.
And you know, that's why I did it, because we family. I'm the only person that could do that.
Like niggas, somebody would have got their stuff rocked if they would have said that out loud. Like, nigga, what the
No, Yeah, life has been life and like super,
Sure,
super.
it's like dang, been like life is like. I mean, I guess Forrest Gump right. Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you gonna get.
Nah, but what we talking about today, man?
So y'all done had enough time to see Deadpool, so I don't want to hear nothing about spoilers. I don't want to hear none of that, none of it. So we gonna talk about Deadpool and honestly how it did
To nothing.
little to nothing for the MCU, and basically what we would have done, how we would have utilized Deadpool as a movie to make some changes in or more connections in Deadpool.
I feel like with
I mean,
Deadpool,
the MCU.
it's just nothing. It was nothing. There was nothing that stood out to me. It was nothing that was like, oh my gosh, this movie is the next, the new stuff. None of that was in this movie. I'm like, it was just like complete fan service, like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse Man. It was like fan service. Okay, we're gonna give you all these characters that you've been begging for, and that's it. Like I didn't feel anything. Like I didn't get anything from this movie. I don't see how it ties into the main story of the MCV, MCU. I'm like,
I
there was
watched, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I watched the video and I can't remember whose video it was. So if you hear me quoting you, just know I'm trying to give you credit. I just got bad memory. Um, they basically said like it was a lot, like it was Ryan Reynolds' way of like pretty much making a love letter to Fox, and all Fox did. That's why we got so many cameos and so many, you know, people that were from the Fox franchises. So, and I could see that, it was kind of like, thank you for all you gave us, and now we're over here in the MCU. But I don't see how it correlated with the MCU because, from my understanding, he's still in his timeline, right? He's not in the MCU. Like he's not in the Earth. What 616? He's not there.
no.
He's in his own still. So it's like, how does this like change things? Because the MCU is in a disarray because they didn't we didn't have people die, they didn't fire people, and it's like y'all were walking around like a chicken with your head cut off, and it's like, what y'all trying to do, fam? Like,
I'm,
what y'all
it's like
trying?
they don't know what they want to put. People acting like this is the new like a buddy of mine was like, yo, people talk about like how the X-23 get to like, bro, y'all people show how when they say common sense ain't so common. Like
Mhm.
when you realize, like, oh, how did she not know that was her over? Dude, she was in the near future, distant future, I might add. So she got pruned somewhere between the Logan timeline. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, cause she older, so
yeah, she got pruned somewhere down the line. Then she like, yo, and people don't listen. Like, yo, when she said he's like, when he told her, I'm no hero, like, well, and where I'm from, you're a hero. So, and then he like, yo, this Logan did some bad thing. He ain't the guy. He ain't no hero. So I'm like, come on, y'all. Where your brains at? Come on, y'all. Like, but on top of that, like, this movie was just, and I'm not a big fan of Deadpool. And from the jump, I'm not like I wanted to see this movie just to see what was in it, to see how it connected, see if it would do anything connecting wise for the MCU, and it didn't. Number fan service.
well, everybody tell me so. Oh, it's such a great. I mean, it's a solid movie.
It's not great.
It's not the greatest superhero movie we have ever seen. I mean, it's Deadpool. It did what Deadpool does. That's entertain and give us cameos.
Yeah, like I feel like once the high blows over, once the high dies down, everybody gonna be like, okay, this movie. Because I know a girl said somebody she know a dude that saw it like 4 times. If this movie not go back 4 times, good. It's not that good. It's not. I'm gonna go back to this
It's
movie.
not. It's definitely not go back 4 times.
It's not.
Uh,
No,
I will say it does open up one thing that we kept saying, to fix our T'Challa problem. That you just go pluck him from another universe because that's essentially what they did with Wolverine.
but you know what's so funny about that? I heard. I think I told y'all
What?
that I read somewhere where they saying that they're thinking about bringing him back now.
Oh, T'Challa?
Yeah, because I read well the one I sent y'all the other day was when they say, "Yo, Sherry gonna give old buddy the man on the Black Panther, and then he gonna have to fight M'Baku." And I'm thinking like, wait a minute. So this boy is gonna be like roughly 16 years old, right?
Okay, we going that far in the future? All right.
So
Because
I'm
he was
just saying.
5. He was 5 when we saw him.
So I'm like, cause like I said, it's not gonna be no. Ain't no way. Even if he's 11, 12, he not making easy work of M'Baku. You not going like, come on now. He has years of experience on it. It don't matter how much
And Baku gave T'Challa that work.
you think he ain't gonna old man strength this boy, and he ain't got no heart shaped herb in him either. So you definitely getting worked over. Unless M'Baku like, I'm not gonna do this to this little dude. Just take the mantle. Let's go easy on. He come
But it's like we've always said, why would M'Baku take the mantle of Black Panther when they worship their own deity?
No, not the no. He's the king of Wakanda. Though he's running like he ain't the Black
Yeah, but
Panther. He's just running.
Wakanda is usually the Black Panther.
But you know, Shiri, what's her name? Letitia. What's her name again?
Letitia Wright.
Like she didn't made them boys at Marvel so mad. They like, yo, you gotta get. They trying to ups. I don't know. Like we said, go back. I don't know what episode it was. I think we had Mike Fallon on the show. One is he been on a few,
He's been on a few.
and we even said he was like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Like just plug with another universe. Another like it was like,
It's easy, and you showed us. Marvel showed us that they can do it.
yep.
We literally saw it in Deadpool with Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
and it fixed his timeline. So to say that one timeline was deteriorating because they lost its major presence, but the other one isn't. You lost T'Challa, you lost Iron Man, and you lost Captain America. How is this timeline still intact?
Mm-hmm.
Based on their logic that they presented to us. How is the time? So who's the person that's holding the timeline together?
Exactly, Loki. I'm like, it's just I think Marvel they've literally backed themselves up into a goddamn corner. They know what they need to do, but they won't do it. They know what they need to do, but they just won't do it. Make that part make sense to me.
I don't know. I don't know. And to get into our topic, like how I would have used it, how I would use Deadpool is honestly like we said, like I would really harp in on that. You could take someone from a dying universe, someone who take a T'Challa.
What the hell just happened? She hit a dang button. But yeah, man, you know how like dang that was random as all hell. But hold on, what the hell?
I don't know. I
Marvel
was,
didn't like what you said.
I
Marvel
was
didn't like.
like, nah, shut the up. Well, as I was saying before my FBI agent got to tripping, was that I would really focus in on that, being able to pluck someone from a different universe, take a T'Challa from a universe that Wakanda has been completely destroyed and it's no more, or take what's another character that I feel like Oh, well, even with Iron Man, like take another Iron Man. I wouldn't necessarily say Captain America because I'm cool with the direction of Captain America, but it's like you have all these characters that you could just take, and you can actually use that because we've been discussing like how are we gonna incorporate mutants, like
I had a look. I
what,
had
like where they been, like y'all just been chilling.
that's a argument me and a buddy of mine had the other day. He was like, "Yo, what if they was hiding?" We're like, "Bro," I'm like, the argument he had. I'm like, "Bro, that's I see what you're saying, but it's stupid at the same time." Like,
Are they gonna say like there were no mutants in 616?
no, no, he was like, I was like, okay. It's kind of like when I said, okay, the Battle of New York. I
Mm-hmm.
said, way back with Endgame, I said, yo, man, we was talking, bro, what if on the other side of town, somebody on the other side fighting while they on this side, they just didn't know it. And like, yo, that's a great idea. Lo and behold, we have
Mm-hmm.
an Endgame. So I'm like, you mean to tell me, like, Professor Xavier, there's only two people in the Avengers that are worth a damn. That's Thor and Hulk. The rest of them others ain't worth a quarter. So you mean to tell me, your whole city is at stake? But Professor Xavier, like, nah, I ain't gonna do nothing. We got it. I'm like, bro, like it don't add up. You got a man that could definitely freeze everybody's brain, who can shut it down in an instant. You got a woman that controls the weather. You got a man that shoots lasers from his eyes. You got another woman that can shut down the brains. You mean that all these people, nobody, Professor, like, now they got it. It don't make sense. And then like, yo, what if some of the vendors was the young? Dude, everybody can't be kids coming up. Like, everybody can't be, dude, the X-Men wasn't just getting started in by the time Avengers had started, they probably was in their early 20s, late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been trained for these kind of moments. It don't like you're not just gonna see it and tell me, oh, they've been here the whole time, guys.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Like, and we get like for the people, the replay gang and all that. We get why they weren't there. Like, it was a company rights issue.
Mm-hmm.
We get it. Like, if Marvel had the rights to their characters from the get go, they would have been incorporated from the get go. But if you knew like down the line you were going to try to fight for the rights of your characters, why not create a story that implies these characters like Deadpool did? You know what I'm saying? Remember how Deadpool was always like, "Oh, we have this big old house, but no one's here." You know what I'm saying? Like the other X-Men weren't there.
Yep.
And but it's not like that. There was no, they tried to do it with She-Hulk, with the little news story on the computer screen like man with claws. But it's like, why weren't you doing that from the get go? Like little tidbits here and there. Like, I heard of weird weather
Yeah.
uh
It's
in South Texas. There was a blizzard,
something that don't make sense, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Something like, yo, there's so much they could have did. Like, and Deadpool had a chance to, and like I said, don't get me wrong, Deadpool was a good movie, but at the same time, it was like, then the end credit scene was nothing. There was nothing that furthered anything in my part. Like, was it supposed to further anything? Do y'all hype this movie up to be the next big thing?
It always, the MCU movies have always like hinted at something in the next movies. Like for instance, what movie? Oh, y'all wouldn't know if y'all didn't watch the Marvels. At the end credit scene of the Marvels,
Yep.
you see Hank McCoy
Mm-hmm.
because Phantom Photon went, through that little time, the little rift thing, and now she in a whole nother timeline.
Yep. It's it's one of the things when I look at like, bro, I'm not losing my patience, but it's like it's like grasping for straws now. Like you just grasping for anything. Like Marvel, like now we gotta wait till next year to get another Marvel movie, and that's Captain America. And like, and here's the issue I have with that movie. What the celestial? What is it? What is it made out of now? Adamantium. And what is Wolverine's metal made out of?
Adamantium.
Which is a product of vibranium, where scientists, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, scientists try to make the try to recreate it, and he made adamantium.
That's what they make the Sentinels out of too.
It's like, so like I'm trying to figure out who, like, how you gonna explain, because Wolverine been there for years. I can get that part, because you can say he was in the same platoon as Captain America. You can put that out there. But I'm like, the rest of it, like the Fantastic Four, I get it. I read they're gonna be somehow science experiment. They get trapped in another universe. They stay there. They got to come back. Cool. But where the X-Men been at? Where they been at? You not just gonna give us some bull? Like, come on.
Like I said, like it would have made sense. Like honestly, they could. I feel like it was a missed opportunity with the Marvels to introduce three of the characters. I've been saying that. Like when they announced the Marvels, I was like, I hope they do X, Y, and Z. You could have introduced Rogue
Mm-hmm.
and Mystique
Yep.
and Loki Gambit.
Yes, you could have.
You could, but heavy on Rogue because Rogue literally takes Captain Marvel's powers.
That would have
With
been.
there being no talks of a Captain Marvel 3, how are you going to incorporate a major part of Rogue's backstory?
That's a good question.
Like Marvel has so many plot holes. So many plot holes.
Yes, they do.
And it's getting frustrating because it's like every time they try to introduce something new, you're thinking they're going to plug a hole, but they just create another one.
Yep. And then you gotta wait eons upon eons for answers. And like, bro, like, why we gotta wait so long for this next thing? Like, bro, like, just give us the answers now. Like, it's like, bro, it's
You honestly in the Infinity Saga, you did not have this many plot holes.
because they was using their freaking brains then. Like, then here's the thing. And I hate that I got to go back to this. I hate that we got to always talk about it, and I hate that we got to always bring it up. All this could have been avoided if you just would have recasted the Black Panther. All this could have been avoided. I'm not saying it would have been straight, but most of this stuff probably could have been avoided if you just would have. All it could have been avoided. Everything could have been avoided.
Yeah, you could have kept the original game plan.
Yes.
And if you would actually, Disney and Marvel, punish people fairly, you would have never fired Jonathan Majors. Because the man was found guilty for accidentally hurting someone on accident. Which I've said time and time again. I'm pretty sure all of us could be found guilty of that charge because it's such a loophole charge. Like if you do something and someone gets hurt by accident, we could charge you with a misdemeanor. How many of us would have misdemeanors?
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what that man got charged for. He was found not guilty for intentionally putting the paws on the woman. He ran away, but yet he gets fired, and now we're just scrapping the whole Kang the Conqueror thing. Which that's cool, you fired him, but again, it's like you don't want to recast the character. Just recast it. Okay, fine. You fired Jonathan Majors. There's plenty of other black men that could have filled them shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like when it comes to recasting black men, or because that's the issue right now, y'all don't want to do it. Why is that,
Yeah.
Marvel?
And I know people like, why y'all got to bring race into it? It's not about the race.
Because the people's race is like black, but the white man that died, he got recasted.
That's what a lot of
You
people
can't say he's not a major character because Thunderbolt Ross. He's in a whole movie that's named the Thunderbolts.
But then they say the Thunderbolts ain't named up. This about some softball team Elena was a part of. She thought it was a cool name. I'm like, y'all really
The
be.
Red Hulk was a major Easter egg in the trailer for Captain America.
But like I say,
he's literally the president.
And nobody wants to. And like we've invited people on here to plead their case, to argue their case. The door is still open. Tell me why Thunderbolt Ross is cool. Besides the side character thing, it's the same thing. Two actors passed away. Why is it okay for one and disrespect for the other?
There's only one difference between the two.
We know that, but I need a more conscious, a more.
You want a different perspective. Like you want someone.
I need to know. Like I need a more educated answer because the way these people on Twitter be like, "Oh, y'all don't make sense. You contradict yourselves what you're saying." So, we're honoring such and such, but it's disrespect for this one. Y'all don't make.
You honor Chad, but you fuck the other guy.
Is that what you use? You use a stupid reason for killing off his character. A person that could literally they froze a man until they figured out how to fix Bucky. So you mean, like I said, Wakanda, the most advanced country on the planet.
I mean, they fixed the book. They fixed the gunshot wound that was going to render that man paralyzed, and he was up walking the next day. The most medically advanced, technologically advanced, everything advanced civilization in the world. They couldn't figure out. They weren't smart enough to put this man on ice till they figured out what the disease was.
Exactly. You couldn't. That's the and it's just like saying it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Well, like you said, they didn't have to kill him. Like, okay, cool, you didn't recast him for the second one. I get it. Emotions are high. Y'all are sad because at the end of the day, like to us, he's an actor, but to y'all, he was your friend. I get it. But you could have put him on ice. You didn't have to kill the character.
Nope, you could have literally kept.
You could have thought you could have kept the beginning the way it was. Your brother is sick. We don't know if we can help him. We're gonna put him on ice till we can.
Yep.
Cue Shuri being the Black Panther.
But like I
said, how that works? You see how that works, Marvel?
But then you shoot him
the same story, but without killing a character.
And you shoehorn a son that he's 5. He's 5. How you gonna age this kid up? He's 5. It ain't like the kid ages and by the time the next Marvel movie comes out, he's 13. If he's that, how you do that, Marvel? What happened? It's like, no.
I know. It's just like it's so disorganized, and it's just, I don't know. It's just so disorganized, and it makes it hard to be excited for anything.
And like, I'm not even really. I want to see this Captain America movie, but you know what I mean. I want to see it. You know what I mean. Like, but then again, I'm like, what direction are they going in? It's like where they going? It's like where they going? Cause I'm confused.
I don't know, but y'all tell us in the comments. I got a lunch date to go eat hot pot with my father, so we're gonna wrap this up here because it's like
your father is cold for her baby daddy.
No, it's the fruit. Like I came from his sperm.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you wanna. I don't have kids. I am a kid. Thank you.
She's a stepmom, y'all.
Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm going to go eat lunch with my father. Send us on out of here, June.
Yeah, like always. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment, like, subscribe. We're gonna ignore that. Comment, like, subscribe. This has been the Blessed by Podcast. I'm your host, June. Chris Bain, homie. Look who pops up at the last minute. And the homie kid, where'd he go? The homie kid found. We are out of here. Peace.